Yo ahora no sé qué tengo que hacer. Sé que necesito que ir por un lado, porque ahora ya estoy segura que voy a vivir en México por un tal tiempo. Me dieron 4 años de la visa. A veces las culturas me cansan, ¿sabes?
Sí, sí,
Y
sin hablar.
sí, y cada vez que te quedas más, te conoces más la cultura y vas a odiar unas cosas como así esto. Pero bueno, ya tengo la residencia, pero me falta
No, sin hablar,
viajar.
porque aparte acá.
Come here. Do you know that Mama's leaving? I know. I know. Come here. Do you know how heavy you are and how you push me?
No,
God.
we don't.
I feel like there is a world of Tupperware lids somewhere out there. They're always just gone. If you've seen a lot of my content from Mexico, you would ask, why doesn't she have content in Playa del Carmen, Cancun, or Tulum? I get this question a lot from a lot of people, but I feel like right now there are many other places in Mexico that are calling me, like Monterrey, Mazatlan, Chihuahua, and now Acapulco is really, really strong. I really, really have this strong desire to go to Acapulco. I decided to go to Acapulco because I have a friend there. He's 100% Mexican. So it would be great for me to see Acapulco through him. And not only that, he's 100% Mexican, he was born and raised in Acapulco. So that would be another whole lot of perspective. I will be staying with him and his mom. And from that kind of experience, I can learn more about Acapulco. But mostly, I want to highlight some few points like the evolution and complexity of tourism in Acapulco. Acapulco is a very big part of Mexican history as it was the icon of tourism in the world. But what's more interesting for me is discovering the history of the Manila-Acapulco trade. So for those who are new in this channel, I am from the Philippines, and there are a lot of cultural relations between my country and where I legally reside now in Mexico. The Manila-Acapulco trade was also known as the galleon trade. The Manila galleon were Spanish trading ships. For 2.5 centuries that the Spanish conquered the Philippines and Mexico, they discovered they could trade between these two ridiculously far countries through the Pacific Ocean. The galleon does 2 or 3 trips every year between Manila and Acapulco, which in point concludes how Acapulco played a very important part in the economic, social, and historical development related to tourism. Also, during the 1950s, Acapulco was visited by A-list celebrities and royals from Europe. But today, Acapulco has the reputation of being the most violent city in Mexico.
This is not the Acapulco that most people imagine when they think of a city that used to be the playground for people like Elizabeth Taylor, as well as the Kennedys.
And now it's become one of the most violent cities in Mexico, if not the world.
Mexico will always get a bad press. Any place in Mexico, no matter how safe, for example, Merida, will get the impression of being unsafe because the word Mexico just screams dangerous. I still don't know how safe or unsafe Acapulco is, but please bear in mind I wouldn't go somewhere where I don't know anyone. And since I have many local friends, wherever I decide to go, I ask for their opinion and not listen to other people who haven't been in that destination or want to visit. So if my local friend says I can go, then I would trust that instinct and just go. Safety is also very subjective and personal. What's dangerous for you doesn't mean that it's dangerous for me. Personally, as opposed to reading the news or getting advice from people who haven't been to Acapulco, I'd rather really do the investigation myself. Lastly, Acapulco is the first ever resort city in Mexico. So I would also like to investigate how Acapulco evolved through the years, that resort culture. And honestly, Acapulco don't get a lot of visitors right now like Cancun. And I keep wondering how the once very famous resort city declined in terms of tourism. If you know any history, facts, or things to uncover in Acapulco, leave them in the comment box below and I will try to investigate them. And if you're living in Acapulco, I would like to meet. See ya!